Jackson in Natchitoches, Louisiana. I went to Google to find out how to pronounce that. See more better with freeprescriptionlenses.com. Coming to you from the Bull City of North Kakalaki. This is See More Better, but call me Mo Better because I'm have you seen Mo Better, looking Mo Better, and show everyone else how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses when I cut the transition to XTRAactive gray lenses with my house anti-glare. For your RayBan, of course you got your cleaning cloth inside there. Your RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer, size 55, color 6054, which is the Bordeaux and Crystal. And I'm actually wearing one color code away from there. But again, the RayBan 2, let's get my flashlight. This is the RayBan 2132 new Wayfarer, color 6054 in the 55 eye size, 18 bridge, 145 temple length, and this is what they call Bordeaux. This is what I call BAM. He's gonna be rocking this one. But I'm gonna pop out the original demo lenses and pop out the original heavy glass breakable. Can you hear that? That is glass. And I'm gonna install lightweight unbreakable polycarbonate lenses into this frame. So I'm gonna put the frame into the tracing element of my blocker. I want to program this shape in there, number 2076, and then hit start. The reason why I programmed that in there is so years from now, should you ever need new lenses, I can send them right to your home. You won't have to mail the frame back to me. That's because the little stylus is going to go around, trace the inside bevel of the right side of the frame before doing the same thing on the left. Here at freeprescriptionlenses.com, where everyone loves a bargain and no one is disappointed in quality. You buy genuine, authentic RayBan frame, and you will receive one free pair of clear single vision prescription lenses or non-prescription fashion lenses. My receipt has my federal ID tax number, so if you have vision insurance or unused health savings account flex dollars, you will get reimbursed for this purchase, whether they are prescription or not. Jackson, you know you need prescription. Don't even play like you don't. So, your pupillary distance 73 for both eyes, so that's 36.5 divided by 2. Let me just double check. I mean, times 2. I don't want to math wrong. 73 divided by 2, 36.5. So we're going to tap the plus button, and this is going to keep going up till we get to 36.5. I want to raise the optical center height up 2.5 millimeters to 23. And let's go ahead and get your lenses prepped. You're only one step difference between your right and left eye, but if I'm good enough, I should be able to tell this is your right eye because this one's a little bit thicker. Let's just find out. Let's find out. We're going to put the axis wheel on 155. Make sure everything is turned on. Yep, okay. Put the power drum on -1.25. Put the lens in, rotate until the spherical component comes into view, and nothing is coming into view. So it's got to be this one. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. And, oh wait, hang on. What power do I have this on? 1.25. 1.25. Can I just not see? There we go. There we go. Yeah, maybe I just can't see. That's -1. Alright, let's try this then. Let's try this. Hang on a second. Maybe my first assumption was right. There we go. That's 1.25. I was right. I need to dust off this Marco 101 lensometer. -1.25. -50. At 155. Yeah, we're good. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one dotted up. Put 3 dots on your lenses. Let me darken those so you can see them at home or in the car, in the limo, in the yacht, wherever you guys are at. And this is the right lens. Put that on the platform. Do the same thing now for the left lens, except we're going to spin the axis wheel to 75. I can't even find that. Okay, and we're going to put the power on -1. Check that power, -1, -50, we good. Let's put 3 dots on there. Uno, dos, Natchitoches. I do not know how to pronounce that. But you don't know how to say North Kakalaki, do you? Okay. So this is a block, or as I like to call him, Jenny from the block. Does it bounce? I can play quarters with these if I was so inclined to. But I need to put a double-sided adhesive sticker on both of these. The black side is the sticky side. Stick that onto the first block, throw it on the platform. Do the same thing now for the second one. Pull the paper away to make the black side sticky. On the back is a silver button. That is a magnet. It's going to do its job twice. The first time it's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the arm. And the reason why I put those 3 dots on there, it tells me that it's oriented in there just perfectly. That blue cross is the geometric center of your frame. Your eye is just above that, and that orange cross. So we're going to get everything laid out just perfectly. Hit that button, the arm's going to come down, place the block onto the right lens. We're going to do the same thing. Look, I got all my smudge marks on there. For the left lens, pull that paper away to make the black side sticky. Let's clean that off, shall we? Before we go any further, clean up as I go. Actually, I don't think that's coming off. Okay, that's stuck on to me. Hang on, I need that, my little cheat sheet back there. Where was I at? Oh yeah, putting the block on there. Same pupillary distance, same optical center height, same position of wear. Get everything lined up in there perfectly. Check to make sure the lens is large enough, and it is. Hit that button, the arm's going to come down, place the block onto the left lens. Now this is the edger. This is what's going to do all the work while I run my mouth. It weighs it costs $40,000. It weighs 200 pounds. I recommend everyone go out, buy their own, put it on your life raft, and then you can cut your own lenses at home. Now this is $30,000, this is $10,000 combined. They throw this in when you buy the equipment. But yeah, let's go ahead and use it, shall we? Let's wake up the computer. 2076. These are polycarbonate lenses. If they were plastic, high index plastic, or Trivex, I would select that. Or better yet, to be determined, some mysterious space age material that'll come out in the future. I'm not going to polish the edge of the lens because it's not going to be seen. One thing I want to do, I want to take your lens down 1/4 of a millimeter. Before getting started, I may have to do more, but I'm going to start with that. Press that on there firmly. Oh, let me tell you, this is a diamond crusted wheel that's going to grind away your lens material from this size to this size. This wheel in the center that has that bevel, that's what's going to put the V-shaped bevel onto the lens so it stays inside the bevel of the frame. Now I can press this on there firmly. The magnet's going to do a job a second time. It's going to attach itself to another magnet there in the chuck. Or by now, you know I like to call it the Charles. Why? Because I just don't know this machine well enough to call it Chuck. The green button, door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by 2 white styluses, making sure that it's large enough to fit into the frame. And you can see it's just tracing the shape of the right lens. The old carpenter saying measure twice, cut once is measuring the thickness of the lens at every point to know exactly and precisely where to place the bevel, so you have the least amount of edge thickness showing, of which I will make a bold prediction: you will have none. So the light you see flickering in the background is water. That's there to catch the optical sawdust as it comes off the cutting wheel. Polycarbonate lenses cut dry, where plastic, high index plastic, and Trivex lenses cut wet, meaning that water sprays onto the lens for the duration of those cutting cycles. Now water will spray onto this lens, but only for the last 20 seconds to wash away any optical debris, also known as schwarf. May the schwarf be with you, but it won't, because it's going to be rinsed off. But your lenses are made out of polycarbonate. Polycarb is 40% thinner and lighter than regular plastic. They're virtually unbreakable. These are high-impact ballistics grade lenses, the same lens material that our soldiers wear overseas in combat zones to protect their eyes from shrapnel and from flying debris. This also has 100% UVA and UVB protection built into the lens. We know what the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can do to your skin there in Natchitoches, Louisiana, where your eyes are 8 times more sensitive than your skin. So you have permanent sunscreen for your eyes, unlike the lotions, creams, and sprays that you have to reapply every couple hours when you're in direct exposure to the sun there in that town in Louisiana. So now the transitions XTRAactive. The regular transitions 7 and 8 have 30 to 40% blue light protection. The XTRAactive have 50 to 70% available blue light protection built into the lens. And of course you got my house anti-glare. But you get all the protection in this lens from the sun's UV rays, from the blue light, from the sun when this turns dark, from the anti-glare. Anti-glare is 3 features in one. The first feature is it reduces glare when driving at night, particularly driving at night in the rain, like from street lights, stoplights, computer screens, as well as overhead and fluorescent lights. So the water tells me it's in the final cycle. It's getting the safety bevel applied to the back surface of the lens, making it essentially just roughing off any rough edge, smoothing off any rough edges left over from the cutting cycle. But it also stands for ARC, standing for anti-reflective coating, so it reduces reflection. So when someone's looking at you, they're not looking at their reflection in your glasses. So it makes for much better eye contact. Plus, if someone takes a picture with a flash, you don't see that in the lens. Or if you take a selfie, someone's less likely to see that. Plus, they put the third coating, they put the hardest scratch coating in the business on top of anti-glare. So, run my thumbnail around the edge of the lens. Let's see if this fits first time around. If not, I will take it down some more. Actually does fit. I'm going to mark on there I took it down a quarter. Flip that over to L. And before I get started, I saved this because I figured I was going to have to take it down some more. I always ask people if they want to give a shout out in the video, and Jackson wanted me to give a shout out to all the members in the military all over the world, the U.S. and especially in Louisiana, who are on active duty or in the Guard or in reserve. He also wants to give a shout out to the Grambling State Tigers, to the Natchitoches Community Outpatient Clinic, who has the best staff. It's official. I contacted the Guinness Book of World Records. It is true. The Natchitoches Community Outpatient Clinic does have the best staff. And one more shout out to Mom Loria and Dad Ed, making it all possible for Jackson to rock these. So let's go ahead and start cutting the left lens. Flip that over to L, hit start. Just like before, the door closes, the clamp shuts. The lens is going to be traced by the 2 white styluses once again. And you can see as it's going around tracing the shape of the left lens. And then of course measuring the thickness of the lens, knowing where to place the bevel so you have the least amount of edge thickness possible for the best cosmetic look possible. Look at that, Jackson. You got nothing, I tell you. You got nothing there. No edge thickness. So, I'm going to come down here, pop the block off, use my hand-approved drying method, throw that back in there. You like that toss? You like that? You kids, you see how I did that there? Turn the axis wheel back to 155. Put it in above that black dot. Read the power, and I am getting -1 1/4. Going away from 0, going towards 2. We're past 1, heading towards 2. That's because you have 1 1/4 diopters of minification needed. You are nearsighted. That's why there's a minus sign. With your glasses off, everything is much too large. So your lenses minify, the opposite of magnify. They minify to the correct size. Now once they're the correct size, you have 2 steps of uncorrected astigmatism. So you have 2 steps of astigmatism correction. Uncorrected astigmatism makes 6s and 8s look like with the letters P and F. You essentially have 2 curves. One curve this way, -1 1/4, 90 degrees away. This is the X meridian, this is the Y meridian. 90 degrees away, you have another 2 steps, a slightly steeper curve. That's how we line those 2-step curves up to make everything nice and crisp. And we're doing that at the 155 meridian. A straight line is 0 to 90 to 180. Your right eye is past the 90 to about the 155 meridian. Now you only need 4 steps of minification in your left eye, same amount of astigmatism correction, but we're going to turn that fine-tune knob to about 75 on the left eye. Oops, that's not a magnet. Let me check the power of the second curve. -50, we end up at -175. 1 tick mark away from 2. How'd we do that? If you loan someone $1.25 and then they borrowed another 50 cents, they would owe you $1.75. That's we're at 175 in the red. Now, guys, if you missed any of that, let me recap. I forgot to sneak that in earlier. I'm rusty. Went out to dinner with my wife. Going on vacation next week. Hey, you want to see something else? So you see this frame? I'm designing a frame very similar, but it won't have RayBan on there. Instead, the website just went up today. Let me see if I can find that picture. The website is cancerribboneyewear.com. I'm coming out with some frames with a pink ribbon on the side to show your support for someone going through treatment or just promote cancer awareness. I'm starting with the pink ribbon, but I'm going to do every color ribbon out there. Every cancer has its own clinic. The people at the Natchitoches outpatient clinic will tell you that. And actually, truth be told, I'm coming out with a line of Christian eyewear that will have a cross on the side. And my wife said, if you can put a cross on the side of glasses, can you put a pink ribbon? And I said, I can. And I know just the guy whose initials are JJ, who is able to plot this together for me. He's building the website. He hates it when I draw attention to him. So his address is, no, his phone number is, no, I won't do that. But the website will be up. It's almost going to be, it's going to have this frame on there. You can sign up, put your email on there if you want to be notified as soon as the frame becomes available. In about hopefully 6 to 8 weeks, maybe a little longer depending on shipping. But I'm going to have these available in tortoise and black. They're going to be in several sizes. I'm going to have everything down to kid size up to large men and women's. Pull that off, add to my sticker collection. First 11 months I went out onto business on my own. The last 12 and a half months. How about that? How about that? So, come down here to the lensometer. Spin the axis wheel to 75. Put it in above that black dot. Read the power. I am getting -1. -1. We have 2 steps of astigmatism correction. We're going to check that second curve. -150, exactly halfway between 1 and 2. Man, the kid is good. How does he do that? But pupillary distance for the 2 eyes is 73. I'm going to turn the card around, place the PD stick against my thumb. Where's my PD stick at? On my right lens. When we hold it up to the left lens, we're getting 73 millimeters. I mathed wrong. Let's check the optical height of 23 going to the measure, not the bottom of the lens, but the middle of the bottom of the frame should be 23. Oh, look at that. 23 millimeters. Do the same thing on this side. Man, I tell you, this actually is the very first pair of glasses I've ever made, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express last night. So that's what makes it lucky. So this is the portion every video that I clean your lenses. I now mention that all purchases are tax-free. A lot of people are having to charge tax for internet glasses. I am in North Kakalaki. Most people, well, North Carolina considers eyeglasses a medical device. There is no tax on medical devices. So the frame sells for $150. The Transitions XTRAactive adds $129.99. The House Anti-Glare is $44.99 for a total of, I'm just going to double check my math because I've been known to math wrong, to a total of $324.98. Sales tax in North Carolina is 7.5%. You would pay an additional $24.37 if you bought these on the internet from someone with the same tax. So you save that amount of money by purchasing from me, and free shipping anywhere in the U.S. And last time oh man, do I have to say this again? Natchitoches. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, Louisiana is free shipping there too. So, but when you get these in the mail, there's a small chance that these could fit too loose or too tight. However, there's an 80% chance that one side is going to sit higher than the other. That's because 80% of people have one ear that is higher than the other. And because of that statistic, 99% of all optical shops will do free adjustments if you ask them. But I'm part of that 80%, and I'll show you in just a moment. But I'm going to get these in standard alignment, also known as a 3-point stance. The 3 points are 1, 2, and the bottom of the frame being 3. I set it on the counter and press down. There is no wobble. When I say wobble, when I take off my RayBan 2132 new Wayfarers, this one, the Bordeaux 6054, is the 55 eye size. I've got the 52 eye size in the color 6053, one digit away. 6052 is the black crystal. I'm wearing the blue crystal. This is the Bordeaux crystal. So it has the color there and then the crystal on the inside. I love Jackson's taste. But when I take mine off and I set mine down, they wobble on the counter, but they sit level on me. That's because I ain't level. No, that's because I have one ear that's higher than the other. Or actually, do I have one ear that's lower than the other? Come on, y'all. That's as funny as I get. Y'all going to have to laugh at that. Or I'm going to have to come up with new jokes. Flip that over. Press down. There is no wobble. Close each temple to make sure they overlap perfectly. And they do. Make sure that neither temple is askew like that. So this is the first time. By the way, I send out a selfie request in every package. Jackson, I would love to have your picture on my website. One with them clear inside the Natchitoches Community Outpatient Clinic. You know, I've heard that their staff is the best. But I wanted to see you a picture of you inside, then one outside in the hot, steamy Louisiana weather. But I also send out cleaning instructions, not only for your frame and lenses, but for your cleaning cloth, the premium microfiber cleaning cloth that I provide, your RayBan cleaning cloth, and your case, so those two will last you for years. Now, when you get these in the mail and you see that wrinkle, you know that it works. You can't say that you couldn't clean your glasses with this. But this is the first time they're about to be activated, meaning I'm exposed them to a strong burst of ultraviolet light. I'm going to put that into my transitions box. Hit the button. As you can see, it takes about 30 to 45 seconds for transition lenses to darken. A little bit longer when you come back inside, 45 seconds to a minute 15. Now, Jackson and everyone else listening, pay attention. This is important. All transition lenses will get dark on day one and continue to darken every day for the first couple weeks are exposed to the sun. After that, they will work for years at maximum performance. The only time the transition 7 and 8 won't work is if you're behind the windshield of a car. Your windshield absorbs the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays that would cause your dashboard to crack from sitting in the sun all day, and that's why they won't get dark in a car. Now, if you have a convertible or a motorcycle, they will darken. Now, having said that, these transitions XTRAactive will get 30 to 50% dark behind a windshield. The other thing about transition 7 and 8, they don't get as dark when it's, well, they'll get darker when it's 85 and below than they will when it's 95 and above. But I remind everyone, when it's 100 degrees outside, you're miserable, they're miserable. Nobody works 100% when it's 100 degrees outside. Now, of course, these are going to get darker, Jackson. Come on, we talked about them. Don't you remember? This is just the first time. Give it 2 weeks. Come on, pay attention. Stay with me, Jackson. Stay with me. Thought I was losing you there. But these XTRAactive are designed for XTRAactive people who spend extra amounts of time outside in extra hot weather. So the XTRAactive will get darker in hotter weather, which, dadgummit, Natchitoches, Louisiana is hot. Oh my God, it's got to be hot down there. It was 97 degrees here in the Bull City of North Kakalaki today. I don't even know what it was down there in the old N place, the N city, and Natchez baby, that's what it is, Louisiana. But what else is there? I think that's it. Oh, so not just so everyone listening, come on, y'all, like this video. Not only like, but subscribe and turn on the bell so you'll get notifications from future videos where I get even more stupid. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram as freeprescriptionlenses.com. On Twitter as freerxlenses. You can also leave a question or comment in the comment section below. There will be a link down below in the description button on where to buy these RayBan glasses at, just like the ones Jackson's getting, just like the ones I'm getting. You pick a color, I'll cut lenses and ship them. And for how much? Free prescription lenses when you buy the frames. So just check out the link below if you want a pair of these super classic styling, ultimate hipster glasses, and just deceptively comfortable. You think these will look heavy and chunky, they're not. They're the one of the most comfortable pair of glasses out there. That's why I've been wearing this frame in different colors for the last 7 years. You'll be see me next week when I go to Maine. I'm going to be rocking my orange ones at a pumpkin festival, wearing a pumpkin suit. I will be sure to post pictures of that on social media. But I just pop the lenses out and put them in a different color frame every day depending on what I'm wearing. Did I mention these were unbreakable lenses? They were going to go into a very strong, durable, stylish, and yet comfortable frame. I believe I have now. So, again, Jackson in Natchitoches, Louisiana, proud son of Loria and Ed, who wants to give shout outs to active guard members and in the reserve, the U.S. military worldwide, in the U.S. and especially in Louisiana. Another shout out to the Grambling State Tigers and the Natchitoches Community Outpatient Clinic, who's got what? The best staff. It's official. But thanks again for watching, and now everyone else has got a chance to see how I bring that love and feeling back to glasses. Thank you.